Welcome to Know and Awaken New Soul's Unlimited Potential. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and also click on the notification bell, which is next to the subscribe button, to get notifications for every time I do a post so that you don't miss out on the awesome content I always put out here, right? So today I want to talk about advice that I know a lot of us have struggled with, a majority of us, me included, I'm not excluded from this. And that's using external solutions to fix an internal problem. And why that never works. And it really, really doesn't. And I want to start off by just asking a question like, have you ever noticed how so many of us, I won't say so many, but some lottery winners, they win so much money at some point, which completely changes their life. But then you find that this person in a couple of years or even a couple of months, they don't have this money anymore. Like they're probably in a worse of position, probably already in debt, way worse than they were in before they came across this money. And have you ever asked yourself why this happened? And I'm sure if I'll admit to this because I know I've had these thoughts in my head whenever I see such stories, and that is like I wish that was me. Like I would manage that money so much better than like how do you win that kind of money and end up losing it? And probably in the most weird ways imaginable, right? If you're like me, I'm raising my hand, like I know I've had this kind of thoughts sometimes, right? But what I came to discover is a lot of us always think that the external solutions will fix whatever is going wrong on the inside, right? And this is probably the reason why a lot of us may end up addicted to things and not even know that we're addicted to it, right? Especially when you're constantly relying on something that's outside of yourself to help you numb some kind of pain that's inside of you or some kind of fear. Um, I'll talk about me. For me, my addiction is TV shows. Like I can spend an entire day just watching TV shows. It's not like it's TV shows that add value in for me, because really none of them do. But it's kind of like my way of running away from something that I need to do on the outside. It's kind of like my way of numbing or pushing my responsibilities down or pushing my fear away. So it's easier for me to numb my mind by just watching a TV show. So I don't know if this is you right now, where you find yourself probably it might not be TV shows, it could be video games, it could be alcohol, it could be constantly going out with friends. You know, addiction comes in so many forms, but you find that once you engage in with these activities, they don't really make you feel, they make you feel good for that moment, for as long as that activity lasts. But once it goes, like you have to deal with the reality of things, of that pain that you're hiding from on the inside. It's always that like a festering wound, you know, just waiting for you to deal with it. And like calling this so-called external solutions band-aid solutions, because they don't deal with the root cause of the problem. They don't get to the meat of what the situation is. And the meat, the only person who knows what that problem is you. You probably know best what you're running from. For me, I've already told you, it was a fear of my responsibilities of putting my face out here or starting my business, you know. So for me, TV has always been my comfort in that way. Because it's much easier for me to live in a fantasy world compared to me facing the reality of, you know, the things I need to do. So if you're in this kind of situation right now, I'd like you to just ask yourself and get raw and real with yourself. How much longer do you think running away from your problems is actually going to serve you? Because trust me, at some point, at some whatever it is, you're gonna have to face your problems. And probably by the time that day comes about, it's probably gonna be so much worse compared to what it is right now. So why put yourself through that? Why continue giving power to your pain, to your problems by constantly avoiding them, you know? in this world, we actually say that the more you run away from something, the more you actually make it worse for yourself. You rather just sit down and face it as it is. When it's still a tiny little problem that you can deal with, the way for it to get like huge, and then it becomes worse for you to deal with. So don't wait until you get to that moment for you now to start facing your problems, right? Start actually getting raw and real with yourself. That's what I want you to do for yourself right now. Ask yourself, when I'm engaging in this external activity, what am I actually running away from? Put a name to it. It's much easier when you have awareness that, when I'm drinking this alcohol, I'm probably running away from loneliness. When I'm connecting with friends or whatever, like I'm constantly out with friends, it's because I'm running away from feelings of unworthiness, and I need them to validate my worthiness for me. So if they're not there, I don't feel worthy, right? So now once you identify what the problem is, what you're running away from, awareness is always a first step. Being aware is so freaking powerful because now you can deal with that. Now start looking for solutions for this unworthiness. Start looking for solutions for this loneliness. Start genuinely, if it's loneliness, start connecting with people like without the alcohol element in it, because that's actually going to help you to avoid the addiction or walk away from what it is you're addicted to when you're dealing with the root cause of it, rather than using the alcohol to numb it down, which is just a band-aid solution. Like I said before, it's just always just going to make the pain much stronger. So now start dealing with the root cause, identify groups of people you can connect to, people who are like-minded, right? And in this day and age, we have so much information out here, so much connection with people from all over the world. It's not like before where you had to post a mail or something that will take like a month or so to get to the other side of the world. Right now, connection is instant with all this tools which are out here, right? So you do have a solution for your problem. If it's feeling of unworthiness, get information. Like there's so much information out here to help you deal with that unworthiness, right? Watch YouTube videos, watch podcasts that talk about this. So many solutions out here that will help you get and deal with the root cause rather than constantly engaging in addictive behavior on the outside, thinking that you're going to fix something on the inside. And look at it this way. Have you ever asked yourself why, which is also a question I've asked myself sometimes, why do you find that someone who appears to have everything going right for themselves would actually choose to walk away from that life in the worst way imaginable, which is taking away themselves like from this world, right? And you find like a lot of questions that center on this kind of activity happening in this person is, why would someone do that, like take themselves away from the world, considering that everything looks so normal outside, like they look to have everything going right for themselves? But the answer is very simple. It's because it doesn't matter whatever is happening on the outside, right? You can have hundreds and trillions of money, but if your problem is on the inside, right? If your problem is an internal problem, that's not going to go away just because you have a billion things that surround. That's because you have 100 million people that surround you and they're always constantly giving you love, because they can do that from January to December. But if you're not believing that for yourself, you are the only person that matters. So the minute you don't believe in the external world, the external world is going to seem so much more meaningless to you if you're stuck in that situation. So my advice to you is, get to the root cause of your problem. Deal with the internal problem before you constantly start running away from it by using all these band-aid solutions, right? And I hope it's helped any of you who's watched the video until this far. And I'm sending you so much virtual hugs to everyone who's watched this video until this far, or anyone who's actually in this kind of situation. Know that you and only you have the power to heal yourself. I 100% preach this in the work that I do, that don't expect someone out here to come and save you from that pain. Don't expect someone out here to come and help you take away the anxiety or the depression or the stress. The person that has to deal with that at the end of it all, it's you. And trust me, you have the power to do this because we were all created with that power. We were all given that power by source, right? To heal ourselves, to be the creator of our own human experience. So trust me, you can do this if you set your mind to it. And even if you don't have the information for yourself right now, let go and just do a Google search. And trust me, the information is out here. So many teachers, so many people out here preaching this thing, preaching solutions to the kind of problems that you're going through. Don't think that you're the only person who's going through this. So many people out here going through the same, so many solutions provided to help people like you. So just reach out and find the solution that works for you. So that's the end of my video today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Also check down on this description box of this video. I always have an offering for what I offer to my clients, which is an Akashic records healing, which is about realigning you back to who you are at soul level and reminding you who you were created to be. Because trust me, we were all created to be powerful, powerful souls. We were all created with amazing gifts to give to this world. You just need help to tap into that gift. You just need help to remind you of what your gifts are, of who you truly are at soul level, and creating the kind of experience that you want for yourself. So check it down, check the link down below on the description box if you're watching this, and sending you love and blessings as always. Bye.